Hello my loyal companions, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to have a bit of a rogue discussion with you and talk to you about when is the right time for you guys to enter ranked within Rogue Company. If you do go on to enjoy the video or just want to see daily educational Rogue Company content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel, but for now, let's get into it. Okay, so you've been playing Rogue Company for a while, you've just hit level 30, and now the padlock for the ranked demolition mode is available to you, it's off, and you can start playing some ranked. Now is the perfect time to play, right? Wrong. This should not be your moment to say, okay, now I'm ready for ranked because I hit level 30 by playing a lot. There is so much more that goes into being ready for ranked within this game to play at a level that is worth actually exploring it with. And I'm going to go over some of the reasons why level 30 may not be the right time and tell you when exactly is the right time for you to maybe dip your toe into the ranked scene. The gameplay you're going to see in the background illustrates the struggles that I face when solo queuing into ranked demolition, and you'll notice that one of the players again is level 30, and you'll see how much they struggle in this game with me on their team and also with some pretty good players on the enemy team also. Now, the idea for this video really comes from two places. One is wanting you guys to have the best experience you can within Rogue Company, because ranked is really sweaty, there are a lot of tryhards, and so I want to make sure you're going into that prepared. But also for the flip, for me not having to go in with people who are not experienced enough, and same for the wider community, people who are just not experienced enough to be able to play ranked to the level that is needed to actually climb within this game. And there's a few reasons why that issue comes about with the matchmaking, and again, I'll touch on that as we go through this video. So by the time you hit level 30, you may have around 1 day in-game time played, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, depending on how your XP grind has gone. And you should have a fairly good understanding of the very basics of the game, which is what you'd expect from somebody who's put in that amount of time. What you may not understand though is the exact precision, mechanical movement, and gunplay that is necessary to actually be able to fight better players in this game, which you'll come across in the ranked scene. I notice this a lot. I see a lot of level 30s in ranked who are just not comfortable enough with the quick decision making that happens when these firefights occur, not good enough with the movement, whether it be the shoulder swap, the roll, or just using that third person angle, and they're just not quite comfortable enough to win consistent engagements, end up dying, end up out positioning themselves, end up getting killed, and that really dampens the ranked experience for everyone. And there are a few reasons why I don't think hitting level 30 gives you the right experience to be able to then go into ranked. And the main one is that a lot of people don't actually grind to level 30 through demolition, which the ranked mode is exclusively. A lot of people play strikeout. I myself play strikeout a lot, and that is not the right kind of practice to be going into demolition matches. It's a whole different game and a whole different ballpark and a whole different set of skills, map knowledge, and awareness that you need to have to be able to play it effectively. Strikeout is actually a fantastic place to get the movement down, to get the gunplay down, and feel confident taking fights, so I definitely recommend you play both. But when it comes to something like demolition, which is a lot slower, one life, a lot more about playing angles, you need to be confident to know those sort of things on these maps to then go into demolition rather than strikeout, which again, a lot of people grinding to level 30 do first because everyone asks, what's the best way to get to level 30? And content creators like myself say, well, the best way to gain XP is probably through strikeout. Yes, that is true, but if you're grinding for ranked, you want to have the demolition skills necessary to win, whether it be where to place the bomb, the maps, the rotations, where the bomb sites even are, where the enemies are likely to be, and how all those timings work. There's so much that goes into playing demolition properly that you don't get from just hitting level 30. Even if you grind demolition through to level 30, I still don't think you'll have enough experience. I think you'll be a lot better, but I don't think you'll have enough experience to really get the most out of ranked and be confident enough. I'm going to give you a list now of different skill sets that I think you need to have a good understanding of before you should be going into ranked. By looking at these different skills and really evaluating whether I have them or not is a really great way to decide whether you yourself are ranked ready. And do remember guys, if there is a particular skill that you want to work on but you're not quite sure how to go about it, I have a guide for pretty much every single aspect of what I'm saying here and of Rogue Company in general for you to look into here on this channel. Okay, so one of the big things that you need to make sure you have when you're going into ranked and into demolition is map knowledge. It matters so much more than strikeout because strikeout is localized around one specific area, which is where that point is at that particular moment. Demolition is played around 2 separate bomb sites, and you have to have really good knowledge of all the flank routes, all the main push routes, all the main pre-nade spots, and the positions where you can plant the bomb most effectively. Some of the other skills you need to have is basic movement knowledge, and this is quite a hard adjustment coming from other games because Rogue Company is quite unique in its movement system. Whether it be literally just using the third person perspective, which people like from COD don't really understand because it's something new, whether it be using the shoulder swap, which is such a crucial mechanic that people overlook all the time. And when I do spectate level 30 players, this is something that is really apparent to me. You are not shoulder swapping. I haven't got that mechanic down. The other one is rolling, which is a massive mechanic to dip in and out of cover and stay evasive. And the other one is just general positioning, and that kind of feeds into that map knowledge that I was talking about. You also then need to have a good understanding of all the rogues and what they do, and this generally comes from playing them and seeing how they interact with yourself in games. You can imagine how that is for the enemies and what they're going to do. Now, I'm not saying you have to really grind out every single rogue. I know for a lot of you, hitting level 30 and getting all the rogues are two different achievements that are really far apart. But having, say, your main, whether it be Ronan, which is my recommendation for you newer players, she's so consistent at learning the game, but at least understanding the other rogues, whether it be looking at guides for them, whether it be actually picking them up in shooting range yourself, or whether it be taking advantage of some of the limited time game modes which actually allow you to play them all. Getting a feel for all the rogues is a really, really good idea to have before you go into ranked, so that you know what they do. You know the counterplay. You know that, oh, that's a Dima, or he's going to shoot a massive grenade launcher at me and I need to be careful. Oh, we have a trench. That means he has trophy systems that we can place down. There's so much game knowledge that comes into this with all the unique rogues and all their unique kits that you need to have a basic understanding of them to be able to put them into practice properly. And then the other massive skill that is just not seen for me at level 30 players, but is in the other players of ranked scene, is patience and timing. And this is so key and so overlooked. Patience and timing is not about sitting back and letting everything occur. It's about knowing the right time to push, knowing where you need to push to, knowing when you should stay back, knowing when you should get a pick, knowing when you need to watch for a flank, and so many other things that are really crucial and are game-changing when it comes to demolition, because it's one life. If you're able to play that pick right, play that counter flank right, play your own flank right, whatever it is, and get a pick, you take it down from 4v4 to 4v3 and give you and your team a massive advantage that really matters in demolition. This game is made off of pick potential rather than big, flashy 1v4 plays. They do occur, obviously, but it's more about that pick potential and building momentum off of it. And this is a timing thing that newer players, and I'm saying newer players at level 30 as well, just don't have a grasp of yet, and will as they play a little bit more. Now, it's kind of hard to really measure when you are good at those sort of things to then move into ranked, and that's something you have to play by ear yourself. But I'm telling you now, hitting level 30 really is not the benchmark that says, oh, I'm a good enough player to play ranked now. And part of the reason for this, by the way, is due to the matchmaking system. You can be bronze and be paired with some of the best players in the game just due to the lack of really solid matchmaking that occurs within this game. And that means you're being so heavily punished. If there was a pure matchmaking system where bronze played against bronze, silver played against silver, for example, then yes, you wouldn't really get out of bronze or silver, but you wouldn't be placed against people who are higher and are going to absolutely punish you. There'll be at least a little bit of an even playing field there amongst those players. And that is something that we're lacking at the moment, and that is why this issue is so apparent. I, as a level 250 almost hitting rogue rank now, shouldn't be paired up with a level 30 who's just started their rank climb realistically. I think we can all agree on that. It's not fair for me. It's not fair for you guys if you're on the enemy team. And there's a massive disparity there. And that's kind of what I want to quash here, is stopping you guys going in too early with that massive disparity and just getting crushed and losing heart in the game. So then, what are my quick recommendations to you before you start ranked? Well, work on those basic skills I mentioned. Use my videos here on the channel, or come check out my live stream at twitch.tv/Radthar Gaming to see me actually play out matches and sort of learn things. Ask questions all the time. I'm really active in chat and I will answer you if I see your message. So please come ask the question and I'll try and help you as best I can. I like to give educational tips as I go along in my videos and on my stream. So it's really a great place to be to get some information live from me. But also make sure you're really experiencing both game modes. Play Strikeout for that fast-paced action to learn the basic movement mechanics, learn the gunplay, learn some different rogues, and then move into Demolition when you're ready to take that more tactical approach. Do spend a really good amount of time in these game modes. Make sure you're winning consistently. Make sure you're able to really understand, oh, I'm getting flanked from here. Maybe I need to be watching this spot. Make sure you're being really adaptable and you're really taking these opportunities as learning, and you're not just playing the game for the sake of playing the game. If you want to go into ranked, you're looking to be competitive within this game, at least a little bit. and so you need to make sure you're approaching it with that competitive mindset in every game you play. If you're just playing casually, then probably don't play ranked, because that isn't the kind of game mode for you. Just play casually with your friends on Striker or Demolition, but don't move into ranked, especially not at level 30, when you could really be harming your own gameplay and the game experience of others, because you're not quite up to par to the level they need you to be in ranked. Okay then guys, that takes us to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also come follow me on twitch.tv/RadtharGaming to see live gameplay commentary, guides, Q&As, and playing with viewers. All the links you need are down in the description below. For now guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember, be loyal, be brave, be relentless, and I'll catch you in the next video.